Good morning, student. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about the extraction of metal ion. The extraction of metal ion is possible by simple two techniques, that is ion association complex, formation of ion association complex, and metal chelate formation, in order to neutralize the metal ion, and then it will be extracted in organic layer by using solvent extraction technique. Now, in this lecture, we will see the detailed extraction process of metal chelate formation that we can see in detail. So let us see. In this case, we have used the chelating reagent to form a chelate with metal ion. It is into the 4 steps. The usual practice is to add chelating reagent that can be represented by HR, because this organic reagent are ionized R minus H plus. So we generally represented symbolic form, that is HR, that is the chelating reagent. It goes into the organic phase. Then it distributed between two phases, that is in aqueous phase and organic phase. It is a weak acid, so it will be dissociated in aqueous phase. The metal ion present in aqueous phase react with R minus, that means it is a anion of chelating reagent, to form a chelate, metal chelate Mr, which is then distributed into the organic phase. The distribution ratio is given by the ratio of metal chelate concentration in organic phase divided by metal chelate concentration in the aqueous phase. So the whole process is summarized into the 4 steps. So if you add this separating funnel, in this separating funnel we have represent from this line, below is the organic layer, organic phase, and above this line is aqueous phase. So what happened in first step? If you see, if you add a chelating reagent HR in organic phase, so it get distributed in aqueous phase. So this equilibrium will be maintained, that is concentration of chelating reagent in organic equilibrium with concentration of chelating reagent in aqueous. So this will be distributed between the layer. After distribution, this chelating reagent in aqueous phase start to dissociate, ionize, because it is weak acid. So this reagent is ionized to form the ions H plus and R minus. So this is second step. This equilibrium will be maintained, that is HR equilibrium with H plus and R minus. Once this R minus is formed, this R minus again react with the metal cation present in the aqueous to form a metal chelate. Then third equilibrium will be maintained, that means metal ion react with R minus, that is anion of the reagent, to form a metal chelate Mr, and this equilibrium will be maintained. Once the metal chelate is formed, then in fourth step this metal chelate start to equilibrium with the aqueous. Here is printing this step. This is metal reagent in aqueous, then distributed into the organic layer, that is metal chelate in organic. So this is fourth equilibrium will be maintained. So let us see one by one how it is distributed between the phases. So in first step, the metal chelating reagent added into organic phase, then it start to distribute it. The first equilibrium maintained, that is concentration of chelating reagent in organic equilibrium with the concentration of chelating reagent in aqueous. So this equilibrium shows distribution coefficient, that is distribution coefficient of this equilibrium is KDHR, that is distribution coefficient for chelating reagent HR is equal to the concentration of chelating reagent in organic divided by concentration of chelating reagent in aqueous. Now rearrange this equation. We are interested to isolate concentration of chelating reagent HR in aqueous is equal to this KDHR will be in RHS side. Then concentration of HR, that is chelating reagent in organic divided by distribution coefficient of HR. So this is for single molecule. So if you for number of molecule, this equation will be written as, that is concentration of chelating reagent in aqueous raised to n, that is means number of molecule, and then concentration of chelating reagent in organic raised to n divided by distribution coefficient of HR. This is our first final equation for step first. Then second steps, that means this chelating reagent once goes into the aqueous phase, so it gets start to ionize and this equilibrium will be maintained. So let us see in second step. In second step, this chelating reagent is ionized as H plus and R minus because it is weak acid. This is weak acid. So the ionization constant of this weak acid Ka is given by the equation, that is Ka is equal to concentration of H plus in aqueous, because whole process in aqueous level. So concentration of H plus in aqueous into concentration of R minus in aqueous divided by concentration of HR, that is chelating reagent in aqueous. Rearrange this equation and rewrite, that is R minus in aqueous is equal to HRA, that means concentration of chelating reagent in aqueous into K divided by H plus. This is for single molecule. For number of molecule, this equation can be written as same raised to only n, that is for number of molecule. This is final equation for step second. Once we get the R minus, this R minus react with the metal ions present in aqueous to form metal chelate and to maintain the third equilibrium, that is the metal ion react with R minus to form a metal chelate which is maintain the equilibrium. So this is M plus R minus to form metal chelate, and this formation of metal chelate have a formation constant of metal chelate Kf is given by the equation according to law of mass action. This constant for this equilibrium reaction, that is formation constant Kf is equal to concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. That means concentration of metal chelate divided by concentration of metal ion in aqueous and concentration of R minus in aqueous. This whole process is also in aqueous phase. So we rearrange this equation, that is concentration of metal chelate in aqueous is equal to, this whole term goes into the LHS side by multiply, that is Kf into concentration of metal ion in aqueous into concentration of R minus in aqueous. So this is final equation for step third. Once the metal chelate is formed in aqueous, then it get distributed in the second organic phase and to maintain the fourth equilibrium, that is the neutral metal chelate forms in aqueous, then it distributed into the organic phase. So it maintained the fourth equilibrium, that is concentration of metal chelate in aqueous equilibrium with the concentration of metal chelate in organic. Then the distribution ratio can be distribution coefficient for the given equilibrium is, here we mention the distribution coefficient because then here not ionization takes place. So distribution coefficient of metal chelate KdMr is equal to concentration of metal chelate in organic divided by concentration of metal chelate in aqueous. So rearranging this equation, we get the concentration of metal chelate in organic is equal to distribution coefficient for metal chelate into concentration of metal chelate in aqueous. This small a stand for aqueous and small o stand for organic. So this is final equation for the step 4. As a metal chelate are neutral and largely distributed in organic phase, then the distribution ratio for the metal chelate D is equal to concentration of metal chelate in organic divided by concentration of, that means concentration of all species in organic divided by concentration of all species in aqueous. Here the H plus ion will be, we have not considered because H plus ion is very small ion. So total concentration of metal chelate in organic divided by concentration of metal ion in aqueous, because in aqueous the metal chelate will be ionized, because this reaction is again goes into the reversible and this will be ionized as mentioned in the third step. This like this, that means the formation of metal chelate in aqueous again may go into the metal ion and R minus. So substitute the values from the equation 4, that is concentration of metal chelate in organic in this equation. Then D is equal to distribution coefficient of metal chelate into the concentration of metal chelate in aqueous. This value are substituted in equation 1.5.5. So we get D is equal to distribution coefficient of metal chelate into concentration of metal chelate in aqueous divided by concentration of metal ion. By substituting the value of metal chelate in aqueous from the equation stage 3, final equation of stage 3, then we get equation D is equal to distribution coefficient of metal chelate, then formation constant of metal chelate, then metal ion M plus, then R minus divided by M plus. This M plus in aqueous are cancelled. Then we get the equation that is distribution coefficient of metal chelate, formation constant, and R minus in aqueous divided by R minus in aqueous. So again we substitute the value of R minus from the final equation of stage 2, and we get D is equal to distribution coefficient of metal chelate, formation constant of metal chelate, distribution coefficient, the ionization constant of acid Ka into concentration of chelating reagent in aqueous divided by H plus. So again we substitute the value of concentration of metal chelate in aqueous from the equation, final equation of stage 1. Then we get D is equal to distribution coefficient of metal chelate, formation constant of metal chelate, ionization constant of chelating reagent into concentration of chelating reagent in organic divided by H plus ion into distribution coefficient of metal reagent KdHr. This all constants are right in one form, that is distribution coefficient of metal chelate, formation constant, ionization constant of acid, distribution coefficient of reagent into concentration of reagent in organic divided by concentration of H plus in aqueous, that means pH of the solution. So this raised to n stand for number of molecules. So for this different constant we get one constant, that is K. Then D is equal to K into concentration of reagent in organic divided by H plus sign concentration. That means distribution ratio of metal chelate depends on the concentration of reagent in chelating reagent in organic and the pH of the aqueous solution or aqueous phase, that is H plus ions, where this K is equal to, that is this K is equal to distribution coefficient of metal chelate, formation constant, ionization constant, and distribution coefficient of reagent. So this equation gives us the information that is extraction efficiency can be affected only by changing the pH of the solution and reagent concentration of the chelating reagent, that you have mentioned in the equation, that is only depends inversely proportional to the pH and directly proportional to the concentration of reagent. That means D increases with increase in the concentration of chelating reagent and D increases with decrease in the pH. That means at higher acidic pH the distribution ratio is more. That means more and more metal ion will be extracted in organic phase. So next topic is the separation efficiency of metal chelate. The separation efficiency of two metal at a given pH and concentration of reagent is considered with the distribution ratio. As the distribution ratio is high, then more and more metal chelate is extracted in organic phase. This can be explained by the equation D is equal to this one K into concentration of metal reagent in organic divided by concentration of H plus ion in aqueous. In above equation, this Kf formation constant of metal chelate and distribution coefficient of metal chelate are depends on the concentration of metal ion. Consider the extraction of two metal 1 and metal 2, then the separation factor for these metal ions is represented by a beta symbolic form, and in written by the equation beta is equal to distribution ratio of metal ion 1 D1 divided by distribution ratio of metal ion D2. This distribution of metal ion depends only, that means formation constant and distribution ratio of metal chelate. So this factor will be different, that is formation constant of metal ion 1, then distribution of metal chelate for metal ion 1 divided by formation constant of metal ion 2nd and distribution coefficient for metal chelate of metal 2nd or 2, where beta is the separation factor, K1 is the formation, Kf of 1 is formation constant of metal ion 1, then Kd of metal chelate 1 is the distribution coefficient of metal chelate 1. This is distribution coefficient of metal ion 2, formation constant of metal ion 2, and this is distribution coefficient of metal chelate 2nd. The above equation shows that the separation efficiency of metal ion depend on the formation constant and distribution coefficient of metal chelate. So here we have mentioned the separation of metal chelate in detail. So here we stop the lecture. In next lecture we will see the analytical separation of the different analytes by analytical